Hi guys, Stacy Robertson, founder of Tea Market, and welcome to my office. If you've seen my videos before, you've seen a lot of the shop upstairs at Tea Market. This is my office down here. I just wanted to jump on here today and answer a question that I get asked all the time. Whenever I start talking about what I do for a living, or people come into Tea Market and they've never been in, or I speak to a group or an organization for the first time, the number one people ask me within 5 minutes is, how did you get into tea? So I thought it would be fun to just create a video and explain that to everyone. So here's how this entire journey started. When I was in my 30s, I had a fantastic job. I was a sales rep and I traveled 5 states. And so my life was really full and fulfilling and busy, and I traveled a lot. So I would drive long distances, stay in hotels, and my life was coffee, meetings, suitcase, briefcase, meetings, airplanes, hotels, meetings, lunch with clients, dinner with clients, drinks with clients, golf tournaments, all kinds of things. And so it was really busy time. And I loved it. I really enjoyed the work. But craziest thing happened. You know, I was like in my mid to late 30s, and I woke up one day and I said to myself, I don't feel well. I am way too young to not feel great. And then my second thought was, Lord, please don't let it be the coffee. And guess what? It was the coffee. It was a million things. You know, it was the stress. It was the amount of time that I was spending not taking care of myself. So that started a journey of really getting into self-care. And if you've spent any time talking to me, you know that I believe that self-care is the new healthcare. And I really believe that a lot of the things that go wrong with our health and cause us to not feel at our best are things that are lifestyle related, things that we can do something about. And, you know, I find that very empowering, because if I'm the problem, guess what? I'm also the solution, and so are you. So when my body just hit the wall with coffee, I couldn't tolerate it in any measure. It would give me a headache if I went too long without it. It would make my hand shake when I was drinking it. It gave me an upset stomach. It kept me from sleeping well. And I didn't really drink that much of it, you know? And so I thought, wow, okay, so I'm just going to have to admit that coffee is not serving me in my life. But you know what? Everybody wants a warm, yummy beverage in the morning. So I decided I'm going to get into tea. I'm going to be a tea drinker. I'm going to start drinking tea. You know, I had a real history of drinking tea as a child with my beloved grandmother. If you've ever heard any of my stories, you've heard about my beloved grandmother. And boy, we used to sit down and drink a pot of tea and solve all the world's problems together. And I thought, I'm going to be a tea drinker. So I began experimenting, drinking different teas and enjoying different teas. And I loved it. It made me feel so much better. And so it helped me with my sleep problems, and I didn't have any tummy upset or anything like that. Didn't make me jittery. And I just absolutely loved it. And the more I learned about tea, the deeper I was able to try different things and journey into this world of tea. And all of that led to, let's see, in 2001, when I got very seriously into this, I started traveling around the country, going to people who were into tea, had tea businesses, and attending their classes, talking to them, going and visiting with them. And I really loved it. I just enjoyed every single aspect of it. And I thought, well, there's no such thing as a tea shop in Kansas City, so I'll just open one. How hard could that possibly be? But the cool thing about the journey of discovering that tea put me on a better path for my health, the tea actually became a catalyst for a number of changes that that became part of the wonderful self-care. The more tea I drank, the better I felt. The better I felt, the healthier I wanted to eat. So I started to look into my diet. Where could I do a better job in my diet? How could I eat better and make myself feel even better? And so through years and years and working with that, I have a diet now that feels like jet fuel for my body and helps me maintain my health goals, and that I really, really enjoy. And then eating better turned into, golly, how can I move my body in a better way? And that led to a journey of, let's see, I think I'm going on 18 years of a pretty serious yoga practice that I really enjoy. I love going on long walks. And so those things came out of that as well. And then lifestyle things, you know, maybe a little meditation here, a little quiet time there. And all of these things add up to a lifestyle that I enjoy so much more than that rushed, harried lifestyle that I had at that point. So that's my story and that's my journey. And what's been really, really wonderful about since 2002 when I opened Tea Market, sharing that with people and watching other people make that discovery for themselves. I cannot tell you the number of people that walk into Tea Market and they just say, you know, I think the coffee's starting to bother me. And the truth is that it kind of gets to everybody at some point. You know, one of Kansas City's leading gastroenterologists shared with me that the number one reason that Americans are on acid reflux medicine is simply to gut coffee. If they didn't drink the coffee, they wouldn't need it. You know, and what I tell people when they get on a journey of tea, you know, it's not what we do on our birthday or New Year's Eve or special occasions that affect our health. Those special occasion things, you can do that anytime. It's what we do every day that really affects our health. So when a lot of people, they feel like, oh gosh, if I, you know, switch to tea, I can never have another cup of coffee. That isn't true. I tell people in this journey of self-care, treat things like, you know, champagne at New Year's Eve, birthday cake on your birthday, going out to brunch with friends and having a cup of coffee. Treat those things like a recreational drug, you know, and just kind of enjoy them when it's the right moment. But it's those things that we do on a regular basis all day, every day, that really affect our health. And I really think that it's empowering knowing that we have that ability ourselves to impact our health in a really great way. And I have seen so many people come to Tea Market, make the switch, begin enjoying teas, and begin moving their energy throughout the day with tea. That's another thing that I want to explore in some more videos, so if that appeals to you, stay tuned. And I hope you enjoyed hearing my story of how I got started with tea.